boy. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Wait. They fucking cut my head off there. Seriously, what the fuck, boy? Oh! Who lives in a pineapple deep? No, wait, that's the wrong kind of video. God, don't you love it if YouTube is like, hey, someone made a video about you and gives you a note about that, and then you get to the note and you're like, okay, they fucked up your head from your avatar, and then you only see some kind with emo voice dude who's trying to defend his, I don't know, butt shark friend. Yes, this time I'm calling him butt shark because it fits more. Also, yeah, remember, children, degenerate is not a bad word. Just also, no wait, degenerate is not a slur. This is not a bad word. Same can be said with bastard, by the way, which goes away from the old ages and has a way different meaning than nowadays. So in that case, I can call people out bastard all I want. Yeah, that will be funny. Also, since we're on the topic, should I go with the same obsessive thing this guy is also going? Do I have to put way more thought into my videos? My son in Christ and Jesus. Why am I doing this? Why is YouTube doing this to me? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, let the fight commence, I guess. 2007 is already over, but okay. Once again, I think I have to stand up from my fucking chair and be like, 16-year-olds. How nice. How nice. Wait. I have to do this one different. Let's do it their way, okay? Their way. First of all, yeah, welcome to this video again. This is WADNM, and now I have to talk like that, I don't know. Yeah, as you saw in this video at the beginning, this one MrFrost guy, I think, who is a 16-year-old child, thought about to defend his friend Sharkhunter because I made a video of him. Yeah, I think he tried to imitate me and make fun of me, I guess, as well, and took my points completely out of context, at least as for some way. Yeah, but let's go over some parts he just said, or try to counter up. But yeah, I try to keep it short this time, or at least shorter than the last video. But hey, here we are, so let us commence.
Alright, what's up you bunch? Today we're going to take a look at a YouTuber called WADNM. I'm just going to call him Anim. So Anim made 3 videos on Sharkhunter. One of them argues against his video on Ditch You, an artist that makes softcore porn on the internet that anybody can see.
Yes, this is true. I made a video about Sharkhunter, about this whole digital situation. I will maybe link the video in the description, but it's the last video I just uploaded, so there's no problem with that. And soft porn, leave it at that. Let's go forward. Again a disclaimer, I only will point out some points from his video and not do like the whole video smash thing from Sharkhunter again.
So here are the first problems of this video. He basically said he didn't watch the video yet. If he recorded this part of the video before he watched this, correct me if I'm wrong. And another thing is he said what Sharkhunter does is hypocritical. Okay, I want to say this. What's so hypocritical about him going against NSFW art? Do you know what hypocrisy means? It means calling something out you already do. Well, the bare bones definition anyway.
Wrong. If you're a hypocrite, he tries to save the children, and you guys are not different if you say, and you will do it later in the video yourself, that violence is okay and nudity not. You even say later on in the video that artistical nudity is not equal pixelated violence, which is basically the same shoe, but I will later get in this. I did watch his video, you misunderstood that, but who the fuck cares at this point in time?
What slur is he using? All I see is the words degenerate, normalizing, and NSFW. Are you saying the word degenerate is a slur? That's the same mentality when people claimed the word retard is a slur. Mentally retarded was a medical term to describe mentally ill people. Now people have turned it into a word that we apparently can't say anymore. That's the same mentality of saying degenerate is a slur.
Is degenerate a slur? If you go to Google and just give it in, one of the first things you will find is this. So, is it funny that Sharkhunter got often called out as neo-Nazi? I'm not saying he is, I'm not agreeing to anything like that, because I don't think he is. Excuse me. I'm very sorry there. But here again, this is fun. This is literally the first I found from Google and what it's shown me. So you can guess. You can pause the video and read it yourself. It seems not like it is a nice word to use.
Did you just say that Shark is stalking? Shark is accessing public information that Ditchu put out herself.
Stalking has some kind of different meanings, however you say that. Yes, this is nearly stalking. If you go to Google, or everyone who's asking what stalking can be, stalking is the act of following someone or something very close and watching its every move. So what he's not maybe stalking what you mean, for anyone else, it can be stalking. Yes, it is not stalking like in private things maybe, and yes, he right now counted up public things. But again, I counted also up Patreon, which is not so quote-unquote public, as I said, and you quoted this yourself, is behind a paywall. So, about that part.
First up, Shark said that he was solely focusing on the Twitter page, not the Patreon. He would never use his own money to go through a paywall to access porn, so don't assume that. Second of all, that Newgrounds page, yes, Newgrounds is still a thing, she did say that it was an NSFW page, but there was nothing to block anybody with any age to scroll down and view the NSFW art. Granted, you do need a Newgrounds account to access adult content, but as I said in my other videos, kids can easily lie about their age on the internet when making accounts.
First of all, he counted the stuff up. I never said he is paying Patreon, her Patreon, or any kind of Patreon. In fact, I don't fucking care. Still, the point stands. He counted the Patreon up, and Patreon is not something childs can go in freely. Yes, her social things, if it is the blue sky, or maybe even Facebook, I don't fucking care right now, those are all free for children to click and consume and explore. Though, and this is a problem, this can be literally counted up by every other kind of porn page as well. I don't think I need to prove, if I put into the Google search machine or any search machine the word mature content, porn or similar, that I could find basically with one click just a nudity picture. Or just put into the search bar, I don't know, Playboy, just saying it once. Maybe even other words, which I could count up right now, but again, we wanna stay focused, let's go forward.
You just pointed out what I said earlier, yet you still call Shark's argument bullshit? Are you okay, man? Do I have to say anything about this?
I mean, I did prove this as well. Do I really need to prove it again, MrFrost? Ah, no. Explain to me. Whatever you said. I don't even know why you put in this part. I don't know why I put in this part. Let's digress.
Okay, I will be fair here. Not everything on her Twitter and Blue Sky is suggestive, but as you saw on her newer posts, also, I'm sorry that you had to see that, but one of them shows ass cheeks, ass cheeks, ass cheeks, ass cheeks, ass cheeks, ass cheeks in a thong. Yes, that character was technically dressed, but still, you could see the character's ass cheeks. Also, NSFW artwork doesn't require nudity to be suggestive. It's all in context and body posture.
I can't imagine this guy is going around the beach side. Just imagine him on the beach side right now, like, for real. No offense, dude, but I know what you're trying to say, but really? Yeah, sorry. No, I didn't want to go this way, but really, we are talking about ass cheeks. Like, ass cheeks right now. Do I have to say that again? Yeah, sure, okay, some people be like, oh wow, ass cheeks, but as funny as it was right now, I literally did show you some pictures which are all from stores, front pages, which are, you know, general to see for every child, every person. Sorry, but this is really going a little bit over the top right now. I know, I know what you try, but please. Like, even for children, we are talking about, you know, if it would be like really some kind of explicit content, I would completely, totally agree with you. And even if you say no with the context and whatever, yeah, as I said, look at the pictures I just posted. Those are for free to see in the internet. On catalogs, stores, even on Amazon. Do I really, really have to go this mile now? Let's go forward.
And just because NSFW doesn't have nudity doesn't mean it's not NSFW.
And that's the point here. We are talking not safe for work content. It also includes violence. And that is the hypocritical part here. I understand that this guy's, his whole group, so Sharkhunter, this guy, and who else is in this group? Again, I don't fucking care. But I understand if they say porn or mature content is not good for children. This message is right, and I don't disagree with this. The problem is you can't say in the same sentence or do it in the same sentence with going on and be like, hey, I want to save the children, but you're playing literally in the background some kind of freaking violent game. Disclaimer, what I'm doing right now, I think you know why I'm doing this right now. You know? The thing is, this is also not good. You can say again, oh boy, this is not porn, but you literally stated there yourself. Not safe for work content doesn't have to do something with nudity. Brutality, violence, gore, all that shit is not good for children. Period.
Okay, I kind of get where you are coming from. Yes, artists aren't fully responsible to make sure that minors don't watch their public content. That's mostly for the parents, and it's the parents' fault for not blocking porn from their router. But I mean, come on, an age warning literally does nothing. A warning is different from a verification or a paywall.
Exactly. The problem though is, and this is something maybe you guys don't understand, but it's basically right now the topic all over the place, all over the internet. Such kind of age warnings doesn't do jack shit. I agree with you, as I literally said, and again, I could prove so many times, like at least Sharkhunter gives literally a shit, like about age warnings. If it is Discord, if it is brutal games, if it is not safe for work content in any other kind of way. Everyone, like, except it is behind a paywall or something. But everything, everyone, what is free to find in the internet, I literally did show you the ass cheeks, can be found with just one click. This is why it is called literally www, the World Wide Web. Creating a wall or something which is behind the wall, kinda trying to put a fence around the internet, is basically impossible. Again, yes, age warnings don't do jack shit. Though, and this is the problem, creating something which actually works for children and alike is hard without one, keeping the privacy of the user safe and anon, because most people say just put in your ID code, but this completely will lose the anonymity of the internet and the person which is using an account and whatever. Like, seriously, no one wants that. And other things, what kind of other things? Again, as for the topic, just some weeks ago in England, they tried something out, and bam, children went over this blockade just with an IE created ID. Yeah, within, this sounds so weird. An IE created ID. Yes. So about that. And then the second part is, you can't. No one can save every children. This is something parents should take care of. We are not the caretakers of every kind of children. Do you really want a sample? I play Team Fortress 2. There are people in this game, children, literally children, like you, playing violent games right now, even in the background. If I hear and notice that there is a child on my server playing this kind of violent game, which is not for their age rating, I report them. Not because I'm an ass, because of child safety. They have nothing to do in a violent game, no matter what. If they have a permission from the parents, yes, granted, then I might be the bad guy in this scenario. The problem is, are we legit? Like, are they legit? We never will know. And this is a problem right now as it is. So let's go forward.
Let me ask you this. What's worse? Obviously not real gore or videos of someone's boobs. The correct answer is both are pretty bad, if I'm being honest. I will say looking at gore isn't good, but it doesn't attract people into a long downhill path of lust and addiction that can literally ruin your life. Video games with gore, however, they cannot ruin your life.
For a split second I thought you finally would understand. But no, you were like, violent games don't ruin your life. Wrong. There are countless, sadly, I don't have the proofs as of right now, but there are countless, let's say, news where people had hardcore kind of problems. Of course not lust. Of course not lust, I mean, but countless kind of problems because of violent games. No one can deny that. And again, I'm from Germany, I don't know where you come from. Sorry for my English, but there are really a lot proofs. Just the Amoklauf we had here some years ago with the Counter-Strike scene, What was it? What else? This one crazy person went crazy, smashed people down on the street because he thought he was the Street Fighter guy Ryu. I mean, it's as funny as it might be sounds. There are, and I would say equal, and then I'm happy with that. They're equal, both a problem here.
This is what it answered for gore: desensitization to violence, aggressive behavior, psychological impact, normalization on brutality, and age-inappropriate exposure. All of those are bad, yes, but let's look at what it said for porn art: unrealistic expectations, addiction or compulsive use, sexual development issues, escalation to extreme content, ethical concerns, and relationship impairment.
What this shows is literally proving my point. People which have already mental problems or similar will forget that this is a game and act violent. And this is kinda even acknowledged between you guys. You guys try to normalize basically violence. I mean, I talked with Sharkhunter on Discord. I could prove that. And even he sounds like he doesn't care. And this is the problem. I understand where you guys come from. I am, and I said that in my other videos, not here to do any kind of harm. I am a fucking old fart from Germany. I have way better stuff to do than starting a fucking kindergarten war with some kind of teens here. Don't worry. The problem is, you said it yourself there. You asked your RE program there, and it literally has proved my point. And yes, porn is also bad. Again, both are problems. And this is the thing. One thing doesn't deny the other, but the one problem can also be the other problem. And then you have porn, which creates this and that and whatever problem, but you also have violence, which creates this, and this problem. You can't, compare every kind of, let's call it sickness in this case, or mentally state with another. In fact, I have to do with a lot different kind of people, which also suffer of different kind of sicknesses. A sample, you can't, I want to say a sample now, that's stupid. I don't have a sample right now. Okay, you can't say you can't treat cancer the same way as a person which has depression. A sample. It is just a sample. So don't, quote me on that. It's the same with violence and porn. The only thing, and that is the only thing I try to get into you guys. Kind of shame you don't see my hands right now. Like, get into your minds right now. That's what I mean. That violence is also as bad as porn. And that is again the whole point of my videos. Got that?
As I said, ChatGPT said that porn is worse than fake gore. It's not even real gore. Like, it's fake. It's computer-generated blood. It's pixels on a screen. Granted, pornography art is also pixels on a screen, but it's deliberately meant to arouse you, get you addicted, and it can ruin your life.
So, and violent games are not there to, do similar things. Dude, you are trying now, literally what I said, you're trying to say porn is bad, violence not so. Like, really?
But both of us are religious, and pornographic content falls under lust. And lust, at least in Christianity, which is my religion, is one of the 7 deadly sins. So if you view porn and get turned on by it and wink to it, whatever the fuck, you just committed lust. Whereas playing a video game that just so happens to have gore, you don't commit any sin.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm also, you know, but I'm not that hardcore with religion. I'm sorry, like, sorry, you know that there are, like, violent parts, and as I literally shown you, another deadly sin, which is against violence and stuff, don't do something like you wouldn't do to others. I don't know how the English saying is, but I'm sure something like that stuff is standing in the Bible there, and I don't even care to look that up. Like, again, like, yes, oh boy, no, porn is bad, and you wank your wiener, and wow, deadly sin. Oh, I touched my wiener Würstchen. Come on. Again. Okay, I wanna wrap this up here now, so let's see. Okay, what did we learn? This guy basically has proven all my points. Or basically what I have talked with Sharkhunter here. I'm not against that children shouldn't watch any porn. No, wait, that comes out wrong. I'm also against that children should watch some kind of porn, or at least too much mature content or adult content. The problem is, this counts for every not safe for work content, not just porn. And this is my point. This guy is literally try to save the children or play the victim card, but be like, violence is okay. Here's a thing, here's a great sample of this whole story, and I try to keep it very short there. As a sample, do someone remember of the hot coffee mod story from San Andreas, GTA San Andreas, where they found out stuff in this game which led to the age rating going up in the USA from 16 plus to 18 plus, only because this mod unlocked something which was already in this game. Exactly this basically explains this whole situation right now here. I'm not saying what it was. Look it up. GTA San Andreas hot coffee mod. And for more details, you can ask me, or again, ask others, because this is what it is right now. I am from Germany. I have different laws. I see boobs and tits, and I'm like, 16 plus, that's fine. If they're in bikini, maybe 12 plus, that's fine. But I'm sure those guys are from the other end of the world, or USA, and I know for a fact that in the USA, movies which are, or not just movies, but let's say stuff to, general it all. Stuff which is here with ass and tits, as I said, and softcore or whatever, is in fact over there 18 plus. But violence over there is like, 16 plus, maybe 12 plus even. But here's again the differ. Violent stuff here, over here, is basically hardcore forbidden somewhat, or 18 plus. Like, holy fuck, there is so much stuff out there which is completely not even in the shelves anymore, or even banned in Germany because it is too violent. And I mean, I think people my age, again, what was I about to say? 36, sorry, my age. I'm 36, so I'm in. Sorry, I call myself old fart. It's what I feel like. I mean, I'm in a video, making a response to a teen right now, as I have nothing better to do, like, going outside with my girl and have some other things to do. Also, it's weekend, so the worst. Anyways, I think that wraps it up. I'm not even mad. I mean, again, this is just an answer, and I'm saying it this way. You guys, like MrFrost, sharkhunter, if you put down your ego a little bit and talk like normally, I'm not here to hurt you guys. I'm here to tell you how the situation is. What I literally did with this violent thing right now. I mean, I was coping. Like, seriously, I was hardcore coping. You can hear that in my voice that I'm talking completely different right now. That I'm more myself. I mean, there is still the ananas under the sea. And yeah. Again, I take it as fun. I take it as fun part. So yeah, stay happy, guys. Have a good one. I'm sorry that the video went that long again. Sorry. Oh shit. Anyway, I wrap it up right now. So have a good one. W the Anom. He's out.
Ass cheeks, ass cheeks, ass cheeks.